Oh, and here we get...
Coach Hicks!
Yeah, so this is... kind of wish we'd made the name bigger there. But, yeah, Coach Hicks. I just wanted like a cheesy kind of Tony Robbins kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not a bad guy in this. They're actually kind of one of the good guys. But I wanted to be so lame because this company's like... They're so badly run that they would think this would work.
Yeah.
Like, there's such bad morale. Let's have this motivational coach running, where it's like, no, the problem is, like, the boss is so mean to the people that they all hate working there, you know?
Yeah.
But I just came up with the most ridiculous possible slogan I could, which is, don't not just go for it.
Yeah. Honestly, and Ashton does such a good job in this role. He's just, like, perfect for it. And now every time he comments on anything of mine, I always just say, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
I call him Coach all the time.
Yeah, so here we have Lola crossed out her name and wrote in Mildred.
Rude.
Oh, and there we got Marilyn sleeping on the couch.
I didn't even notice that. That's funny.
Francois wants you to run this over to Diane at the salon.
Lola, did you cross out your name and put mine down for Saturday?
Yeah, I want to go to the retreat. Francois said I could.
My sister's wedding is on Saturday. I booked it off the day I started.
Remember what Francois said? Our company motto? Be a team player. I can be a team player by going to the retreat, and you can be a team player by taking my shift. See? It's a win-win.
Now, obviously, that's horrible, but it shows that like Lola is smart enough to just twist the company motto to her own advantage. She could have used that same motto to justify anything she did.
I think Lola's, like, really smart. I think that if Blanche, like, you know, magically disappeared or whatever, I think Lola would probably take her place. Like, she's smart enough to be conniving.
Like, if Mildred did not destroy this company,
Yeah.
I think what would happen is fairly soon Blanche would take over from Francois. He'd either be fired or, you know, she'd frame him for something, somehow get rid of him.
Get him,
And then Lola would probably get promoted above Marilyn.
Yes,
because
probably.
Blanche is probably smart enough to realize the smarter.
Marilyn couldn't do crap.
But she'd probably, you know, have Marilyn around because.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and then something would happen where, you know, 5-10 years later, Lola would start getting in for Blanche's job.
Yeah.
Or Blanche would leave and Lola would take over.
No, I booked that.
Diane's waiting on that package, Mildred. Get on it.
I think Blanche in the background is bitching someone.
Yeah.
Oh, so there we have Gay Andrews. She's been a huge help to us ever since Hotbox.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's you know, from letting us film in her house to appearing in her movies, she's like, you know, gone out of her way to help us
and she's
get
so
stuff made.
chill. She's just like, she's so helpful and just relaxed all the time on set. Oh my gosh, she's so calming. I love her.
Yeah. And so here we don't find out who she is yet. She turns out to be an important person, but it looks like it's just a cameo right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Didn't think about that.
And of course, this location was a very last-minute thing, because I think it was the day before we were supposed to shoot here. It was supposed to be a hair salon, and the whole scene was written to be in a hair salon, kind of one big room. You'll see in the original trailer, the first trailer, you'll see kind of what we wanted to use. But Jason Bannister didn't work there anymore.
Right.
And this new place, at the last minute, all of a sudden they became worried about getting blood on the floor. And we needed to find somewhere new.
Right, I remember that.
So it was either the day before or the day of, Julie found this other place that someone she knew owned. So we arrived here, like, we'd shot somewhere else the first half of the day. We arrived here. I'd never seen the place before. So we showed up and I had to rewrite the script and direct an entirely new like sequence on the fly, which was very hard to do because everything in the script didn't work all of a sudden. So we had to just completely redo it. And even while we were shooting, I was like, "This is not going to work. Like, we're gonna have to just like redo this because we were kind of just winging it." But it turned out as good as we could have made it.
Hey, Mildred.
Hi, Felix.
This is Mike
How are you?
Richards.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Oh, I just asked that. Oh my god, I'm so dumb sometimes.
Mildred, it's okay. I do it all the time.
Is Diane here?
Yeah, she's just in the back there.
Mildred Moyer? Is that you?
Hey.
It's me, Doris Ennis.
Yeah, I remember you.
How long has it been?
Since grade 9.
Remember at the school assembly when I yelled out that you had genital herpes?
Yeah, I remember.
You didn't come back to school after that, did you?
No, I switched schools.
We used to do a lot of mean stuff to you. So, what's new with you now? Married, kids, anything?
I hate getting that question when it's like, oh, they married kids? And I know they don't mean anything by it, but it's always just like kind of implied. It's always kind of awkward when it's like, no, I'm not, you know.
Yeah,
it's like, you should be. And it's like, yeah, I'm married, I got 3 kids. It's like, congratulations, what do you want? Like,
yeah, what do you want from me?
It's like, I mean, it's not like you can't ask that, but it's just like people assume by a certain point you have that. And then we start hearing it and it's like, So it's just one of those things where alone it's not enough to hurt Mildred that much, but she just has to put up with this kind of crap like constantly. And of course, everyone mentioning her knows.
Yeah. Yep.
No kids, not married.
I'm surprised you didn't get your nose fixed by now. God knows how much we teased you about it. Kids will be kids, right? Anyway, I gotta go. We should grab coffee sometime.
Yeah, okay. Here's your package. Can you sign this?
Yeah, this scene here was hard to do. That hallway was so freaking skinny. Like I couldn't even, you can't even like push your arms out. It's basically as wide as my shoulders.
Yep.
So we were trying to fit the 2 of them that Mildred is looking at. And yeah, it was hard.
Yep.
Are you just gonna stand there?
I love this part. This is so
Mildred?
uncomfortable.
Are you doing anything on Saturday?
Actually, I have to work.
Oh. Okay.
But not the whole day. Why?
No reason. Don't worry about it.
Did you want to, I mean, did you have plans or
I don't really have plans. But I guess if you're busy, then I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. Every time I watch that scene, I just like hold my breath.
I know.
Well, can't you get Mildred to do it?
Really good job.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. That was the first time that I had met him, and like to do that kind of scene like super awkwardly together, it was really fun.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Yeah, this scene here, we went back and forth whether or not to cut it. I did like it. I just like how it looks. But there was some confusion when we kind of beta tested this with some people we knew, that people were confused where this was because we were just at the salon and all of a sudden now we're in some other room we haven't seen yet.
Oh,
and
right.
people were like, is that... These people thought it was at the other place.
There's no like reestablishing shot of Bloomingwells. I see.
We had a production meeting like partway through production where we were going to shoot something else of you returning to the office, and there's going to be a sign there that said Bloomingwell, and there's going to be something funny with the sign, and we had something, but we ultimately decided like that would just be too much.
Interesting. Yeah.
So we ended up keeping it, which I'm glad we did.
Oh, Blanche and her friends are going out tonight.
It just
I'm gonna see if they let me take
a bit
along.
more of her sucking up to Blanche and her crew.
The one with the big nose.
But also the big question here is like, did she just pee with you sitting like right there?
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about that. That's hilarious. Probably. Like, what is she washing her hands for then? Oh gosh. Oh, poor Mildred.
It's not a big deal. If you can't come, you can't come. What are the odds it's going to be my only wedding anyway?
This is Wiley. This is our first time ever working with her, and I think she was perfect for this part.
Yeah, for this role. Oh my gosh.
We're actually shooting this in my apartment, where we are actually sitting right now.
Priscilla, why can't I be one of your bridesmaids? Mom said she asked you.
I don't know, Mildred. You just don't fit in.
You mean I don't fit into your unachievable ideal of beauty?
It's not that unachievable. Oh, come on, Mildred. You should have a thick skin by now.
If you look here in the background, there's actually a lot of set deck done.
Oh yeah.
Because she's
It's like
getting
wedding stuff.
Yeah, she's getting married, but you only see it for a brief glimpse in the shot, and I think like her body's kind of blocking a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
But we actually put a lot of effort into that, and you don't really see it, which is unfortunate.
I love that coat. Oh
Yeah, I like that. I just like that whole look.
yeah. Caitlin did so good.
And I remember this scene here when we were shooting this. This is in the parking lot. It was like a mall on the north side of Edmonton, right outside where we filmed the salon. And I remember there was like two guys in a SUV, and they were, drove over like, hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And they were so nice. They were so excited about it. And it's like, this was the end of the day. Like,
whatever.
and I wanted to be like, guys, get out of here. We're trying to work. But they were like, oh, what are you doing? What's it about? Oh, this is so cool. And it's like, yeah, I got to be friendly. And
that's funny.
But hopefully they watched the movie and enjoyed it.
Go through
Yeah, one of them had their tongue ripped out. Their eyes were gone. Some of them...
So that's, speaking there, that is Jamie Clark, our makeup artist. And actually in this scene, her dialogue, that was not written.
No,
that was actually just them chatting.
Yeah.
Like while we were setting up, they were just talking and we were recording it. And it's like, yeah, let's use that for dialogue. They're talking about the Dyatlov Pass incident in Russia.
Yeah, I don't even think Jamie was labbed for this scene. I think that I don't think that we were planning on actually hearing their dialogue at all.
No, I don't think so. It was just going to be, she saw them. They were supposed to be inside a building.
Right,
But
right.
we
I
couldn't
could see through the window. Yeah.
We couldn't find a restaurant or bar that basically we could have control of that would be open that late at night.
That had a window and a street next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those things, yeah.
So we ended up kind of guerrilla style, went to this place. We're like, oh, no one's looking. And then, of course, like there's people in there. I don't know if it was that business or the one next door or some sort of like a pizza place or something. And they were coming out like, what are you guys doing? And they were pretty chill about it. But
And we kind of threw Jamie into this role last minute, too.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And she's already got a part in the sequel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's thrilled. But
I wonder if that's a costume design or if that's just what she was wearing that day. I have no idea. Probably just what she was wearing.
I imagine that's what she was wearing, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jamie is she's definitely a godsend to our
gosh,
projects.
She's incredible.
And we basically we hired her right out of makeup school.
Yeah, I think she was still in makeup school at this time.
Yeah, I think if I remember, she had to
Yeah.
she had to miss her final exam to work on this movie, or she had
Did
to
she? Oh,
she had to
no!
reschedule it or something.
Oh, what an angel.
But but it's because we called the school, I think, and we asked who are your top students that would do this, and she's like, oh, and she recommended a few people. And
Oh.
Yeah, one of them had their tongue ripped out. Their eyes were gone.
And of course, Mildred assumes these two are on a date.
Yeah.
And she blames herself for not asking him out when she blatantly had the chance. Actually, if you look in the back there too, there's the shoes, and you see Mildred's black boots at the end.
Yeah.
We
that
actually-
she wears later, yeah.
We got a shot, a tracking shot of those that we're going to use in the opening scene, but we
We didn't use it, yeah.
had to cut it.
Aw, poor Mildred.
Did you have the nose on there? I don't think so.
Probably
Yeah.
not. that would have been a little bit much. Maybe.
Gwen, what was that doctor's name?
I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to tell him if he wants to touch me there, he's gonna have to pay extra.
And this was one of the first scenes that we shot, hey? It was forever ago.
Yeah, because we we shot one day of this movie, and then we had to shut down for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of next thing you knew, we had problems with just people getting sick and trying to get it started, and then winter hit, and of course winter in Canada is long and harsh, so we had to wait till the following spring, and it took a long time. But yeah, this is one of the very first days. Jamie Clark, our makeup artist, wasn't even with us. We had a different makeup artist this time.
Are you sure? At this point?
Yeah, this was Samara. She's even in the movie at one point.
That's so fun. Actually, you can see the makeup set up in the back there in this shot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I literally just sat on that chair to get my nose put on at this point.
I've never noticed that. But yeah, this is Chez Pierre. It's a strip club in Edmonton. It's actually the oldest strip club in the city. And Jesse, the owner, he's great for, I think, every film crew in Edmonton's shot there at some point. He's awesome. It's just a great location. And here we have Sasha and Deanna playing the two strippers who
Bambi and Candy.
Yeah. And I don't know why it says Casa Pedro on there, but
no idea.
It's yeah. I like Mildred's costume here too.
Oh, that's so funny. I did not like that.
Oh, really?
I mean, I like it as a costume, but as something that Elizabeth would wear, I would never ever wear that. But as a costume, it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it just looks unique.
I think it matches my hair. So yeah, it's really cool.
And here's probably
the best scene.
Yeah. Yeah, you forget something.
The music here. Oh my god, the whole thing.
I'm Mildred. I'm Dr. Walsh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's it's so perfect. We did 3 takes of this.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that was like not very good. There was this one, and there was another one which was better. Except there was like some dude walking down this alley, and he just stops and like stares at us, and it's like otherwise it's like perfect. Yeah. So, but this one works, and even just like the hair wipe, just the little things Tom does really add to it.
Dr. Walsh.
He's literally the perfect Dr. Wash. He's so
Is it normal for plastic?
And he had that because this is the first day of shooting, and it was like a year before we shot again to do the rest of his scenes.
Yeah.
And he had that stupid mustache the whole time. Well, not stupid, but he didn't want it because he kept every few months he'd be like, "Any chance we're shooting soon? I want to shave the mustache." And it's like you just hold it, or you could shave it, and then we'll try to give you like a month or 2 notice, and then. So I think he had that the whole time.
Surgeons to work
so
at a strip club basement.
Scene, and then this scene were shot like over a year apart, or about a year apart at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been happening more and more. I started the trend, though.
Polka dots, wow. Hey, can I take this?
And if I remember correctly, in the original script, it was different, and it was actually Gay Andrews' husband George. Julie and I were at his house at their house one time, and he's the one that suggested, what if Mildred gets her costume? What if it's like one of the strippers' costumes, and she gets it from there? And I was like, that's a good idea. So I kind of reworked it that's the. And it's kind of like, because the strippers were like staring at you.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, F you to them was like, oh, I'm going to steal your costume.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that was added later.
Sorry about the mess.
And this whole room here, this is just in the actual basement of the strip club. Yeah, Laura and James, our art department, basically set decked this entire thing.
But I can assure you, I am 100% professional. Beer? Sometimes the Lord sure can pull some cruel pranks.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here to make you look better. I bet hundreds of people told you that looks aren't everything.
Yes, I've lost count.
Something ugly people always say. Oh, I've altered that picture you sent to show what you would look like after the procedure. I take it you want to go ahead then?
Yes.
I remember some people
it's the start of a new life
wanted to show what that looked
See
like.
you here tonight,
But I figured it's better not to
11?
see your real face till the end.
Isn't that kind of late?
I've got an engagement I got to attend beforehand. But time isn't what's important. Results are important. I'm going to make you beautiful, Mildred.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Walsh.
Oh, and Mildred, cash only.